Hello, welcome to Into Dorkness episode 25. Is this the silver anniversary?
Yes.
If it's not, Mary Beth,
let us know.
Will let us know. She's our fact checking cuz.
Yep.
This is technically our 26th episode.
Is it?
Maybe even 27th. Well, because we had the April Fool's episode, which was another episode.
It's not canon.
It's not canon. It's an Elseworlds.
Right. Well, it's like the Star Wars holiday special.
Exactly. And then our two-parter, which, I mean, if you count, it's like
that was a big one.
It's like the fucking, what is it?
Harry Potter and
no, the original series two-parter.
Oh, the Menagerie.
The Menagerie. Yeah,
I
kept wanting to say the Glass Menagerie, which I'm utterly obsessed with Tennessee Williams.
Is that right?
Utterly.
I
couldn't.
There's no part of you that's not obsessed.
Yeah, like from my head down to my legs.
I don't have feet.
I don't know, to my shins. I have the diabetes.
I have chopped both your feet.
I don't have adult onset diabetes. I just have
regular
type 2 diabetes, which we also learned that fat kids can get that.
That's sad.
Man,
fat kids have it rough.
Talking about childhood obesity.
You were fat when we were kids.
No, I have a 3-year-old daughter, and she is crazy tall and crazy skinny.
She's going out for baby NBA this year.
The WNBBA, the Women's National Baby Basketball Association.
They're still considered women, though.
Oh yeah, little women,
not the LGBA, Little Girl Basketball
or
Association.
LW,
Little Women.
Yeah,
founded by the Jane Austen Foundation.
She didn't write that.
Little Women.
Yeah, that's
Louisa May Alcott.
Yeah,
fucking goddamn it!
I thought you lived at an English degree.
Yeah, well, it's also 10 p.m. and
I don't care.
I've been hanging out with a baby.
Never make an incorrect reference to. Apparently, she wrote that book like for the money. She's like, oh, I know something that'll sell. Like she wasn't like, oh, this will strike a blow for women's rights, or this will
Was that book? I mean, I've never read it or seen a film adaptation. Is it about like ladies needing rights, or is it just about?
I think it's
here's a family of girls.
I think it's just like this is women, and hey, they go through shit too. Like they're regular ass people. Unlike that crazy ass doctor from this week's episode, the Schizoid man, who's like, women aren't people, they're women. Like,
oh yeah,
the fuck are you talking about, dude?
That Chloe Sevigny's no, he says it to Troy, not Chloe Sevigny's Vulcan cousin. Is that how you say her name?
I think Svenny. But
Mary Beth, let us know.
Just fact checking, cuz.
Send us a wave file.
And so I was at Toys R Us. It was her birthday.
The kids.
My daughter's birthday was this past Sunday. We're having her party tomorrow, and so that Toys R Us getting her gift.
Pretty dope.
And I saw a little girl there, very plump. Just seemed to not healthy. Didn't seem to be healthy at all. It's crazy.
Sort of listless and.
That's crazy. And I'm like,
I don't. That already at that age she could be that wide.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know, man. Like,
are there more fat kids around, or are we just noticing it more?
I don't know.
It seems like I remember growing up. I remember it being like a special thing, not special like as in it's Christmas. It was like it was a unique thing if there was a fat kid in the class.
Well,
I remember. We only had like one or two.
We
were all little chubby kids, but not like
there
fat.
Was a kid named George in my elementary school. I remembered his name. Well, we called him George of the Jungle. Sat down and broke a tree. Kids could be the worst.
They are the worst.
Cruel little awful
bags.
Monsters.
They're the worst.
I guess I don't know. Like, was that? I mean, neither of our parents did a terrible job. They didn't raise us to be like little sociopathic like monsters. I mean, if they knew that, like, if my mom knew that I was doing that, she'd be like, "Stop doing that. That's like you're being an awful little shit. Stop doing that."
I think kids, it's just part of how they develop. They're trying to figure out in groups and out groups. It's normal socialization, and unfortunately, part of natural selection is, social Darwinism on the playground. I guess I don't know. But also when you're a kid, like, your frontal cortex hasn't finished developing, so you don't, a lot of times you don't know you've done something bad until later on, or you don't realize that what you're doing is hurtful to somebody else.
Yeah.
You're just doing it to make your other friends laugh. You're not thinking about that person's feelings. If you were actually thinking about them, you wouldn't do it, I don't think, unless you're a sociopath.
I remember one time that
or that kid hurt your feelings.
Someone came into our class and said that they're not going to name names, but there have been issues with kids giving other kids their lunches to eat. I guess kids were giving their lunches to George to eat.
Because they weren't hungry? Or just because, like,
maybe,
fuck it, let's see if they can eat it all.
Yeah, maybe. That school also made us drink milk out of plastic bags, so...
What? Really?
Like, really?
You
like,
didn't get the little cardboard envelopes?
We did, and then they took them away because we were bad. No, no. To cut,
it was detergent jugs to drink.
To cut down on waste, because I mean, like, it's cardboard as opposed to it was like a ghetto Capri Sun.
Oh God, I've never seen.
But
that.
it was just a clear. Apparently, that's the shit in Canada. Like that's their jam.
That's their jam.
Yeah.
Milk sacks.
And
just like a boob. Eh?
I mean, it was. What are you going on about? This is great. But it was just a clear plastic bag. A clear plastic bag with a clear plastic bag with Bessie the cow, like her picture like on it, like like screen printed on it.
She's the Borden.
Yeah, the Borden cow.
Lizzie Borden's milk and butter.
Yeah, and so we jam our straw in and drink.
Right. That was I never had that.
I don't think it really caught on.
South of New Mexico.
Yeah, so apparently kids get diabetes now, and I don't know, man. Like,
well, people in my family, it just runs in the family regardless. Even the healthy people in my family have diabetes. Not all of them, but like my grandma.
Well, it's not the adult onset.
No. It was something she was like born with, essentially.
Lady Gaga style.
Exactly, she was born that way. She wasn't as proud of that as Lady Gaga is of whatever she is.
Whatever, yeah. I haven't heard from her in a minute. Apparently she's dropping a new single next month.
Thank goodness.
I'm excited for that.
I don't know that much about her, but she seems like a better influence on kids than Katy Perry, yes, no?
Absolutely. Katy Perry's the worst. Like, Katy Perry...
Very confusing message.
Absolutely. Like, there's her documentary, and they're like little girls like, and she's like, oh, and she's like, great and all, but then she's singing songs like, I want to see your peacock, cock,
right.
and fucking Friday Night, which is about...
Getting blackout drunk.
Which I spoke with a friend about, she's like, hey, what's your summer jam? I pick a summer jam every year. And
known around these parts, but our listeners in other parts of the country might not know.
And my criteria for the summer jam is that it's just a song that I can envision like listening to during the summer
at a pool party.
Like if I'm driving a convertible with the top down, and it doesn't have to be good. Like last year, it was "Call Me Maybe" by Carly Rae Jepsen.
I mean, what is true good? No,
but I mean, like,
it's a catchy song. It's fun.
It was that catchy song.
I'm not an arbiter of taste when it comes to music. I have terrible taste in music.
That was 2012. 2011 was, I believe, probably LMFAO Party Rock Anthem.
I don't remember.
Party Rock is in the house tonight.
That one from the Kia Soul commercial, right?
Then
with the dancing gerbils.
What was 2010? I don't remember what 2000. I think 2010 was California Girls by Katy Perry.
Oh shit! Well, you weren't a dad yet. You became a dad.
Well, no, I mean even then, I thought. I really thought about Friday Night as being a horrible, awful song. After I became a father of a young girl, a young woman
who will one day go on adventures of her own with friends.
But I mean, like I said,
it's a horrible message, but it's really fucking catchy.
Friday Night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's insanely catchy.
Yeah,
like a lot of her songs are. That's why California Girls, which the first time I heard, I'm like, this song is terrible. The first time I heard Call Me Maybe, I'm like, this song is ridiculous. And then the more I heard, I'm like, this song, it sucked my soul out.
You're like those bugs in Wreck-It Ralph flying towards the beacon.
Exactly, yeah. And
your eyes just light up green.
This year's summer jam is Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke featuring Pharrell and T.I.
I don't know that song.
And so my friend texted me. She's like, "Hey, what's Summer Jam?" I told her. Sent her a link to the video. She watched it. She's like, "That's awful." And also, someone told me it's about having sex with a girl who's blackout drunk.
Oh.
And first off, and I said, like, first off, that song is amazing. It's crazy good. I mean, like, it's been #1 on the charts for like a month now. Like,
so you don't know shit, lady.
Secondly, like, what would make you think that I would pick that as a summer jam? Like, no matter how catchy the song is, like, I would be like abhorrently opposed to it. Be like, it's like, I don't care. Like, look, David Duke, I don't care how catchy your song is. I'm not going to listen to it.
Who's David Duke?
He's racist.
Is he the accidental racist guy?
No, that's Toby Keith? That's not Toby Keith. I forgot who that was. But LL Cool J was on that song. I'm like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? What's going on there?
There's a term for that, LL.
Dude, guy.
For what you did, sir.
So, what were we talking about? Summer jams and
Summer
whatnot?
jams, yeah. You should put together an EP or a Spotify playlist.
I should. Like, my summer jams. 2009 was You Belong With Me by Taylor Swift.
That's a good song. I like that song.
And then 2008. I think 2008 is when it really started.
These are mostly songs that are around the age of 18 to 22. I don't think we would have been okay admitting that we liked.
Yeah. I mean, there was a while...
Well, I think Kelly Clarkson was the first thing I heard you talk about. Like, Since You've Been Gone is the jam. And
dude.
I was like, are we okay to talk about this?
Dude, that was the jam. I think... And
was that your original summer jam?
Well, that didn't come out in the summer, but I mean,
okay.
like that... I mean, that if it had, that would have been a summer jam for sure.
For sure.
Also, it came out too late. It came out like in August, maybe even September.
That's a back
2009.
jam.
But Miley Cyrus Party in the USA. Like, if that song had come out a few months earlier, it definitely would have usurped You Belong With Me. For sure.
For sure.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, we were at Freebirds the other day.
Yes, and they know you there. You're like Norm.
A Chipotle-like establishment, for those of you who don't know.
Right. For those of you, it's like if Chipotle was all about smoking weed and hiring people who did nothing when they weren't working except smoke weed. That would be what Freebirds is like. It's awesome.
It's pretty great.
Except for that dude who always... He's always working every time we go in, and he makes fun of my voice. He's like, "Oh, you sound like Mickey Mouse."
What?
He does it every time we're in there. I guess you're too busy flirting with the girls to notice.
I'm just being friendly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair. You're right.
Like, that's very presumptuous on your part.
Look, it's hard to tell the difference.
I just
like every time you say hi to my mom, I get a little
like,
nervous.
dude, bro, she's married to my dad.
I've got like the Asperger's of not telling when somebody's hitting on somebody else. But yeah, there's this guy there who like says that I sound just like Mickey Mouse, and every time I go in and he hears me, he's like, "Hey, it's you!" And he does the little Mickey Mouse laugh, and I'm like, I should call corporate and get you fired.
You should. You should do that.
No, just maybe get him written up or have a talk about sensitivity.
Be like, hey, dude, don't.
That really
also, like,
you
don't sound like Mickey Mouse.
No,
like,
I don't at all. I think he's just really high.
Maybe. I mean, that makes more sense.
Right.
We were in there, and
you were having a chat with the young lady,
and she was about to roll my burrito, and she's like, "Do you want anything else in it?" And I said, "A secret." Like, whisper a secret into it before you roll it up.
I remember that.
And she's like, "I don't have any secrets." Like, well, like, what's one of your secrets? And I was like, "I'm an open book. Like, I don't have it." Like, and I said, I stand backwards in the shower. I stand so that the shower head like hits against my back.
And I said, I knew that. That's not a secret.
You knew that?
I said that to you in the restaurant.
But did you know that really, or were you just joking?
Yeah, I knew that. You and I had talked about it.
Had we?
Like maybe 15 years ago, because I was like, I do that too.
Oh shit, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Is that a thing?
Maybe.
Do people do that?
Short, dark-haired.
Yeah.
Short, dark-haired dudes. There was another.
My back gets cold if I face forward.
I just like the way it feels in my back. It's like getting a massage.
Well, no, that too. But I mean, like, it's just weird.
Your
like,
back gets cold, like chilly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And
I don't know.
But my front doesn't.
Like even whenever I was a little kid, taking baths, sometimes I'd like to sit with my back. Like
I never did that. It's weird.
I wasn't very comfy, so I didn't do it very often.
Just when I really had to let go of some steam.
Yeah.